How to solve any problem with a simple and powerful method. Why some people handle problems easily, and how you can do it too. Have you ever found yourself caught in the middle of chaos, your heart racing, your mind frozen, and made an impulsive decision you later regretted, wondering, why did I do that? Maybe it was a moment of panic at work, a heated argument, or even something as simple as an unexpected traffic jam. Life constantly throws problems at us, some minor, others that feel like the end of the world. But have you ever stopped to wonder why some people seem to glide through these challenges with enviable calm, while others, like you and me, often feel completely overwhelmed? Today, I'm going to share a powerful method, grounded in neuroscience, that can transform the way you handle any problem. This isn't just motivational fluff, it's pure science. A way to hack your brain so that stress doesn't paralyze you, but actually empowers you to find solutions. Imagine living with the confidence that no matter how big the obstacle, you have the clarity and control to face it head on. Sounds good, right? Then stick with me. This video will show you exactly how to get there. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on notifications so you never miss our content on living with more energy, clarity, and quality of life. What happens in your brain when stress takes over? Now that you understand how your brain responds to problems, let's dive deeper into what really happens inside your head when stress strikes. Have you noticed that during high-pressure moments, your mind seems to freeze? You want to handle the situation, but all your good ideas seem to vanish. That's not a coincidence, it's your brain switching into survival mode. Let's explore the science behind this, and more importantly, how you can flip the script. When a problem arises, your amygdala, the brain's internal alarm system, kicks into gear. It's excellent at protecting you from real threats, like a car speeding toward you. But the issue is, it can't distinguish between a lion chasing you and a stressful email from your boss. To your amygdala, everything feels like a life or death threat. This activates your sympathetic nervous system, flooding your body with adrenaline and cortisol. Your heart races, your breathing quickens, and your mind starts spiraling. What if I fail? What if everything goes wrong? Sound familiar? Meanwhile, your prefrontal cortex, the CEO of your brain, responsible for planning, decision-making, and rational thinking, begins to shut down. In the heat of the moment, your brain believes there's no time for thinking, only for reacting. That's why you might end up yelling in traffic, firing off an angry email, or making impulsive decisions that don't make sense later. But here's the secret. You can break this cycle. The trick is activating your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's natural brake pedal. It helps you slow down, relax, and bring your prefrontal cortex back online. How? Through something so simple, you'll wonder why you weren't doing it all along. Deep breathing. And no, this isn't some guru talk, it's backed by science. When you take slow, deep abdominal breaths, you signal to your brain that everything's okay, that there's no lion chasing you. This lowers cortisol levels, slows your heart rate, and allows your mind to regain clarity. But it's not just about taking a few breaths. The power lies in making this a habit. Each time you practice this intentional pause, you're training your brain to respond instead of react. Like strengthening a muscle, the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Now, let's get into the step-by-step guide you can start using today, during your most chaotic moments. Step-by-step guide to facing any challenge calmly. Now that you understand what happens in your brain when stress hits, and how breathing can be your greatest ally, let's focus on what really matters: applying it in real life. Understanding the theory isn't enough, you need to put it into practice. In this section, I'll walk you through a simple but incredibly effective process to transform chaos into opportunities for growth. Ready to learn how to face any challenge with calm and clarity? Step 1. Recognize the moment when stress hits. You might feel tightness in your chest, racing thoughts, or an urge to react instantly. That's your amygdala taking over. When this happens, pause. Yes, it's simple, but it requires awareness. Tell yourself, okay, I feel it, but I won't react right now. This pause is what separates impulsive reactions from intelligent responses. Step 2. Breathe deeply and correctly. This isn't just any breathing, it's deep, abdominal breathing. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4, feeling your belly rise while your chest remains still. Hold your breath for a second, then exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. Repeat this 3 to 5 times. It may sound basic, but this exercise works like a reset button for your nervous system, activating the parasympathetic system, lowering cortisol, and bringing your prefrontal cortex back online. Step 3. Shift your perspective. Once you're calmer, change your viewpoint. Ask yourself, what's the worst case scenario? Then ask, what's the best case scenario? These questions help strip the emotional weight from the problem and open your mind to creative solutions. For example, stuck in traffic and late for a meeting? The worst case, you miss it. The best case, you call ahead, reschedule, and even gain extra prep time. This mental exercise trains your brain to see possibilities instead of only obstacles. Step 4. Take one small, intentional action. Don't try to fix everything at once. Choose one concrete step. It could be sending a message, jotting down a note, or simply waiting a few minutes before acting. The key is that this action comes from clarity, not panic. With practice, this process becomes second nature. You'll start to realize you can face any problem, from a fight with a friend to a workplace crisis, with the same sense of calm confidence. Stick around, because up next, we'll talk about how to turn this into a lifelong habit that will change the way you face every challenge. Don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on more powerful content on how to live with more energy, clarity, and a higher quality of life. How to make problem solving a natural habit. You've already learned the step-by-step process to face problems with calm and clarity. But how do you make it part of who you are? The real magic happens when you turn this method into a habit, something as automatic as brushing your teeth or checking your phone in the morning. In this segment, we'll explore how to train your brain to automatically choose the right response, even in the most stressful situations. It's like building a superpower that makes you virtually bulletproof, no matter how big the challenge. The key to building a habit lies in repetition and consistency. Think of your brain like a forest trail. The more often you walk the same path, the clearer and more defined it becomes. Every time you pause, breathe deeply, and handle a problem with clarity, you're strengthening a new neural pathway. Over time, that path becomes a wide, well-paved road your brain automatically follows. But where do you start? The answer is simple. Practice with small, everyday problems. Begin with situations that don't completely throw you off balance, like being stuck in traffic, receiving a frustrating email, or dealing with last-minute changes. When you feel stress creeping in, activate the method. Pause, breathe deeply, assess your options, and take one small, conscious action. For example, if you spill coffee on your shirt before a meeting, instead of panicking, pause, breathe, and think, okay, I can change shirts or clean the stain quickly. Every small victory like this is a workout for your brain. Another powerful tip is to celebrate these small wins, no matter how minor they seem. Our brains love rewards, and when you acknowledge that you handled a situation well, your brain becomes more motivated to repeat the behavior. It could be as simple as saying to yourself, wow, I stayed calm, or treating yourself to a nice coffee after resolving something peacefully. These rewards reinforce the habit and make the entire process more enjoyable. Over time, you will notice that even bigger problems like a serious argument or a work crisis start to feel far less intimidating. That's because you're literally reprogramming your brain to respond instead of react. It's like going from an out-of-control car to being an experienced driver who knows exactly how to navigate any road. Next, let's dive into how this method can transform not only how you deal with problems, but your entire life. Build a resilient, unstoppable life. Here's where it all comes together. Changing the way you handle problems isn't just about overcoming day-to-day obstacles. It's about building a lighter, more confident, and fulfilling life. When you master this neuroscience-based method, something incredible happens. You stop seeing problems as threats and start seeing them as growth opportunities. In this final segment, we'll explore how this mindset shift can improve your mental health, strengthen your relationships, and fuel your energy to live with more purpose. Ready to take that leap? Imagine waking up every day knowing that, no matter what life throws your way, you have the tools to handle it with calm and confidence. This confidence doesn't come from ignoring problems, it comes from knowing you can face them. By practicing the pause, deep breathing, and mindful analysis, you not only solve practical issues, but also protect your mental health. Chronic stress, which drains your energy and clouds your focus, begins to lose its grip. Research shows that lowering cortisol spikes, the stress hormone that surges when you panic, can improve your memory, boost concentration, and even enhance sleep quality. It's like upgrading your entire well-being system. Beyond that, this approach transforms your relationships. How many times has a simple argument escalated because you reacted in the heat of the moment? When you learn to pause and respond calmly, your conversations become more productive. You listen better, understand others, and find solutions that benefit everyone involved. This applies to friendships, family, coworkers, and even your love life. Becoming someone who solves problems with clarity makes you a person others trust, and that's powerful. Ultimately, living problem-proof is about embracing a high-performance mindset. Every challenge you handle using this method strengthens your resilience. You begin seeing opportunities where you once saw obstacles. A work delay, an opportunity to realign your priorities. A goal that feels distant, a chance to plan with more strategy. This shift in perspective fuels your drive to pursue your dreams, because you know you can handle any curveball life throws at you. So start today. The next time a problem shows up, remember, pause, breathe, assess, and act. With practice, this will become second nature. You'll become someone who doesn't crumble under pressure, but grows stronger with each challenge. Your life can be lighter, more productive, and filled with purpose. Why not take the first step right now? Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our content on living with more energy, clarity, and a high quality of life.